Now look, some of y'all's concerns make sense, but some of y'all have lost your mind. Hey, it's Allie. Welcome back to my channel. I am in a new space, as you can see, and it's still not completely set up, as you can see. So this is just going to be a quick little video about the Lego Monkie Kid Season 5 trailer. I know it's real. It's real. It's out. I had doubts for a while, okay? Somebody on, like, YouTube, Twitter, I think it was Twitter, like months and months ago, was like, hey Allie, season 5. I was like, oh my god, like season 5, like where is it? And they're like, oh, don't worry, this is just usually when the seasons come out, so maybe it'll come out. I love you, chatter, I love you, but girly, why'd you get my hopes up? Why did you get my hopes up? Anyway, season 5 is real though, and the Chinese trailer for it dropped a couple weeks ago now. I have been very busy moving, finals, all that, and I wanted to discuss it today because at first I wasn't even going to say anything about it because I was like, I don't want to do a thing for the trailer, I'll just wait for the season to come out. And then on Twitter, some people seem to have lost their minds because to address the Lego-sized elephant in the room, it seems that, well, it's actually that Flying Bark Studios, the original animators of the Lego Monkie Kid show, is no longer going to be animating Lego Monkie Kid, and instead it's going to be animated by, give me a second, I'm doing this right off the dome, I'm sorry, wildbrain Studios. Now, the reason why people seem to have lost their mind is because of this change and the fact that they, for some reason, based off of like, what is it, like a 2-minute trailer, think that they're not going to do a good job, that the animation is trash and it's not going to be good. And I looked at that, and if you didn't tell me that Flying Bark didn't animate that trailer, genuinely I wouldn't have noticed. And it's not because I wouldn't have noticed that the quality of animation was different, but literally just because people change animation styles like all the time, and so I would have just thought, oh, it's an animation change difference. Also, we don't get to see a whole lot of like fighting in this, and what Flying Bark really set themselves on the map for, at least for me, as it related to like Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, was their like fight choreography and animation scenes, and obviously their face animations and stuff too, but mainly their fight choreography. And we didn't really get to see a whole lot of that in the trailer, so it's weird to like say that automatically this is gonna be bad when you haven't even seen like what has made Lego Monkie Kid like so big right now in terms of a fandom, which to me is its choreography and writing. So I was a little perplexed at that, and I thought, you know what, it's okay, like I understand that, like, you know, it's a change, and change is always going to be different, especially in online fandom spaces. Girl, y'all handle change like a rock. Simply just, y'all hate it so much, like any slight breeze and y'all will lose your goddamn minds. And it's not just the Lego Monkie Kid fandom, okay? I have been in a lot of fandoms for long enough to know there's even a slight change in anything and people will lose their goddamn minds. I'm asking you to be calm, okay? It is understandable that you are sad about it. Now that part I understand. I'm sad too. I love Flying Bark. They did such an amazing job on Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, one of my favorite cartoons, and now Lego Monkie Kid, which has cemented itself as one of my favorite cartoons. But also Flying Bark, I'm not gonna lie to you, has like gained in popularity so much over the years. Like, shout out to that one person that follows me that works at Flying Bark, but they like animated like a trailer for one of the DLC for Cult of the Lamb, and, like like, we're moving up in the world. They just, I feel like they said it was due to like time constraints and scheduling constraints and all that stuff. And I think that is true in the sense that like they just probably have so much going on in that studio right now. I'm excited to see where they go next. Like, if you guys want to keep up with Flying Bark, follow all their artists on like Twitter, follow all their artists on Instagram, follow the, I don't know if they have a company Twitter, but you know what I mean. Like, follow these people and shout them out. Now let's talk about wildbrain Studios, because wildbrain Studios isn't just a nobody studio. They animate Ninjago. Now, I haven't watched Ninjago in a very long time, but that means they know what they're doing when it comes to like Lego animations. So like that already, I'm like, what, are we okay? Are we okay? Because people were really acting like their mother got shot and died right in front of them. Like, it was a little crazy to me the way people were acting. And that was part of the reason why I even made this video. They also did some animation, if I recall correctly, on Sonic Prime. And if you watched my Sonic Prime video, which I know y'all don't care for Sonic on this channel, I know. But in that video, I talked about the fact that Sonic Prime, it's at its best is its fight choreography. Its fight choreography was so interesting to the point where it was sad to see that they dragged it out for as long as they did, because I would have loved to see fights in different places. That's literally what my criticism was. I was like, the whole last season was just one long fight, and while the actual fight choreography itself was good, like watching Sonic fight, watching Shadow fight, actually seeing what was going on was amazing, especially in like shows where flashiness can kind of take over sometimes. It was really nice to see that, and it was one of the things I praised the show the most about. So I have like really high hopes. I know people said like I don't have any expectations anymore. I have really low expectations. I actually have pretty high expectations, at least for the fight choreography, which is, you know, again, the thing we really love about Lego Monkey Kid, right? So I like deep breath. I think it's gonna be okay. Like I said, I don't want to judge anything before we even get it. Like, people were like, well, I just don't know, and I'm like, yeah, you don't know, we don't know. Like, newsflash, we don't know, and we won't know until the actual show is out. So I'm gonna reserve my judgments for that for now, and let's talk about this trailer finally, because I really want to talk about this trailer. There's so much going on in this trailer. One more thing I will mention though, as we relate to this trailer, people were talking about Macaque and how, because Macaque looks sad in like 90% of this trailer, like all the things that they showed him had him look like a little bit sad. They were like, oh no, Fandom Macaque, oh, they got to Fandom Macaque. Also, you don't know that. I think people sometimes really overestimate fandom power sometimes. Like, I promise you the show was probably already written. Like, I will eat my words on this and this only. If Macaque turns out to be really Fandom Macaque and has hashtag sad boy hours like a lot during this, I'll eat my words. I will. But I have a feeling it's gonna be like a little bit like the Amazing Digital Circus, in which in the trailer Jax looked really sad, and he's like this asshole character, so everybody thought that like, oh, he's gonna show some emotion and we're gonna see some emotion from him, and he did in the episode, but it was like such a bait and switch that it wasn't really what you thought it was going to be. And it was hilarious because of that, because it was like a one over on the fandom, and everybody being like, oh, Jax, Tumblr sexy man with a heart of gold, but he's really an asshole, but he really has a heart of gold, you know, that whole trope. But it's not, and apparently it's not going to be, and I can't wait for that. But anyway, with Macaque, I feel like it's kind of the same as that. Not that I think Macaque is like a villain anymore, like he's not, but I think it's going to be similar in the sense that he's going to be showing a lot more emotions, especially thanks to MK, and now that he's kind of quote unquote on the good guy side. Also, a very big theme in this trailer, again, I didn't get any of the subbed version, so this is going off of pure vibes, and what I saw seemed to be a lot of like reliving the past, because the whole crown thing on Sun Wukong seemed to be like, oh, you need to be in your place, like you need to be where you need to be, everybody needs to be where they need to be, none of you are worthy to be here, and I'm gonna bring back the original rule. That seems to be what it is. And especially with the whole chaos order thing happening, it seems like it's going to be chaos versus order, and we saw like Team Monkey Kid like working with the like chaos order people, so it seems like maybe the chaos order people are gonna like use them, quote unquote, or maybe they're just gonna work with him temporarily against, I don't know who that person is, please enlighten me in the comments, please do. But it seems like they're going to be kind of order versus chaos in this, and I love that so much. I love that so much. And maybe a big theme of the season will be balance. Well, especially as MK needs to learn how to, the demon fucking monkey inside of him, you guys know the demon fucking monkey inside of him. Anyway, but yeah, I love seeing Sun Wukong in precarious positions. Don't clip that out of context, don't. And I forgot to say, and I'll put this somewhere, the trailer might not be real. Yeah, apparently the trailer was either leaked or it was just from an anonymous source. Like, it wasn't put on any official channels, and because of that, the trailer might not be real. But also, it could be real because I don't actually ever recall there being any other trailers. Granted, I binge watched the entire show, so when, you know, it's a good time when your camera tells you to shut up. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, I don't know how the trailer rollout usually goes. Like, y'all let me know down in the comments. This is the first time I've ever like witnessed a trailer rollout like this. So is it true that you usually just get the Chinese trailer and then like nothing else? Because obviously without any actual like, you know, clarification that this is coming from an actual like Chinese source of like where the show comes from and is produced by and things like that, there's no way to know if this is real until we get the season. So okay, so looking back on it while I'm editing, I watched the trailer again, and I do see what people were talking about in terms of like the flash animation is like thing looking like, especially with character, like when they're just talking to one another, the character like animation seemed kind of stiff and not as like exaggerated as we usually see it. Someone did mention that this could just not be finished footage, because that has happened before with Ninjago specifically. Again, I'm going to reserve my judgments on anything until we see it. If this ends up being the final thing, then I will talk about it more when I do my full review of the show. Just know that I do see it now. I didn't see it at first, but I do see it now, so just know that I do see it, okay? I would like to believe it's real though, because there's no reason why Flying Bark would put out that statement now if that wasn't the trailer. Now again, it could be an unfinished trailer as well. I just saw a video talking about apparently this happened to Ninjago as well. Y'all guys should check out that video because it's a Ninjago perspective of it, so check out that video. I think people are maybe upset that the show is regressing in the sense that, like, yeah, Flying Bark, you know, didn't start out like where they are now, right? But we already have that quality, so to go back to like season 1, people may be a little bit upset about, which, like, again, we'll just have to wait and see. There's no way of knowing. It could have been leaked. We have actually no reason to know if it's real. It's a whole lot. I want us to have a conversation in the comments. Please be respectful. Please. I know we all love the show. I love the show, and the fact that I still want to talk about it 3 weeks later after the fact is indicative of that. So please, I love the show. You love the show. We all love the show. Please be respectful in the comments. Thank you. Thank you. And I don't know, man. Subscribe, follow me. I will be here regardless when season 5 comes out, and I will talk about it. And if the animation is weird, I will talk about it. But I have high hopes. The newest Ninjago seasons have been looking really good. That's a part of the reason why I was like, do I need to get back on my Ninjago grind? It might be. I might have to get back on my Ninjago grind. Yes. If there's any videos you want to see from me, including that, let me know. There are, again, I swear I'm gonna stream one day. I swear, as soon as I get this desk set up, well, the desk is set up, but like there's a lot of shit on it, and as soon as I figure that out, and as soon as I figure out streaming setups and all that stuff, I will stream. I really want to stream Indigo Park, which is a like new mascot horror game that is apparently really good. So I want to do that. Stardew Valley, of course, or a couple of things else. If you guys want anything from me, let me know down in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. Let's be nice and cool to each other. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I totally forgot to say that at the beginning. Yeah, I hope you're having a great day. And I'll see you in the next episode. Love and peace.